Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Layla, and for this video I'm going to share with you how I spent all of my money for 2022. Similar to the video I made for 2023 where I went over my spending plan overview for the full year, I'm going to do the same thing for all of 2022. Y'all know that every single month I keep track of where I spend my money. I put them into categories for the most part, so you will see everything chunked together. And because I track everything on a monthly basis, I'm also tracking everything on a spreadsheet all together so I can see what I spent for the full year. Now, for the purposes of this video, I did organize all of these spending categories from smallest spend to largest spend. This list goes from under $15 to over $17,000 for one category. So let's just go ahead and jump into it. Before we get into all my spending, I did want to give a quick thank you and shout out to Mint Mobile for partnering with me on this video, but we will talk about them in further detail a little later on in this video. Some of these are kind of random, just FYI. I could have chunked them into like a miscellaneous spend category, but I wanted to pull them out and keep them separate so that you could see exactly where I'm spending that miscellaneous money. So the first thing, the smallest thing, would be postage. So this is literally like me paying to ship something or purchasing stamps. And that was $12.90 for the year. Next is Coinbase. That was $20 for the year. So toward the beginning of 2022, I think the first month, maybe just the first month, but I was putting in $20 to crypto. Then I decided to stop that just because crypto isn't like a big part of my plan. It was just something I was dabbling in with some like fun money. And obviously crypto has performed really, really poorly over the last year. I don't mind that I've lost money. I'm just letting that money sit in there and, maybe it will go back up. I have the bulk of Bitcoin. I had like, at the beginning of the year, I had maybe over $700 or something altogether in crypto, but now it's way, way down. But yeah, I had put in just $20 for all of 2022 and haven't touched it since. Next on the list are courses, and that was $32.99. I can't remember exactly which courses I bought. I'm pretty sure I at least bought one related to Salesforce, and I potentially could have bought one that was just like a random thing, but I genuinely cannot remember. They may have both been related to Salesforce, and they probably were. Next is parking. That was $75.65. A big chunk of this was paying for a Stone Mountain Pass. I think that was like $35 for the whole year, and that doesn't expire until, I think I got it in April, so I'll get it again. I'll probably get it again in April. And then the rest of it, that would have been like, I know I paid $20 one time at a concert, which is, that's kind of a lot to pay for parking. So that's included there. And also my boyfriend and I like to go to Ponce City Market in Atlanta. And each time we go there, that's usually like $4 to $8, depending on how long we stay, plus some other places in like throughout Atlanta that you end up having to pay parking for. So not too bad, $75.65. I did plan for that. I knew that was coming. Next is renter's insurance. For the whole year, that was $83.53. So that's really good. I had ended up switching to Geico for my renter's insurance and bundled that with my car insurance. So that was a really good price for the full year. Then there's Spotify. That was $99 for a full year. I had talked about this in another video, and some people are not aware of like the little Spotify hack that's out there, but you can get a full year of Spotify for $99. If you go to Amazon, they have a $99 gift card that you can purchase, and that's good for 1 year of Spotify. Sometimes Walmart.com has it, or maybe even at Walmart you could get it. I also like to combine that with my credit card cashback. They have like quarterly bonus categories. So Discover has Amazon.com typically in the fourth quarter. So that's when I buy my gift card. So I get 5% back of that purchase. There was one time I used my Chase credit card instead because they had 5% back on Amazon when I wanted to purchase that. And I think 1 year they didn't have it on Amazon, so I got it at Walmart.com, and Chase also had the 5% cash back at Walmart.com. So I'll link the gift card to Amazon down below, but also check out the Discover credit card and Chase credit card if you're interested in those categories. Next is entertainment/fun/services. This came to $163.49. I would say, okay, so I know my boyfriend and I went to 2 concerts. Was it 2? No, I think 3. 3 concerts. That's probably what the bulk of this is. I know we had gone to the movies, I think just once, and that was pretty cheap, so that's in here. I couldn't tell you what else, but that's the type of thing that I include under that category. Next is Netflix. That came to $181.38. Pretty self-explanatory there. Water and sewage altogether came to $253.67, so that's not bad for the whole year. That is for my apartment. Obviously, it's a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment. Taxes, specifically paying my CPA to file my taxes, do my taxes, that cost me $275. I've been going to the same guy for years. Next is my gift sinking fund. So this is the amount that I actually saved to my gift sinking fund. And this was a little bit tricky to calculate because what I ended up doing is determining how much I actually saved based off of how much I actually spent from that sinking fund. So I do put money to my gift sinking fund every single month, but I also pull from it every month or two. So the actual amount saved came to about $357. And then later on down, you'll see where I actually spent money on gifts. But the gift sinking fund, that's what was actually saved. Next is the Capital One member fee. That was $395. So I did open the Venture X credit card in December, and I didn't expect this fee to come so quickly. I literally had to pay it within like the first 2 weeks of me having the card, which is fine. I didn't expect it, but I knew that there was a $395 fee. The reason I went with that, even though there was a big fee, because I've never had a card with a large fee or any fee at all. They end up making up for that throughout the year, so they end up giving you like over $300 in credit for travel and cashback and all that. So I think it's worth it, at least for now. Somebody did ask me to make a video on the Capital One Venture X card, why I chose it, and what I think of it so far, and I can do that, but otherwise I will have that link down below if you're interested. It's a good card. Okay, then the actual gift spending. So this money I did have saved, but I spent the money on actual gifts. That was $542.85. This was a low year for me because for Christmas in 2022, my family and I did not exchange gifts, and it was great. Huge money saver, highly recommend. I really appreciated not having to worry about gifts in December. I don't know what it's going to be like for 2023, but yeah, I'm happy to have this number much lower for the year. Next one is gas for my car. This was $596.77 for the whole year. I know some people see that and get so upset with me because they probably spend that in a month, but I work remote, completely remote, and I did have to go into the office the first 2 months of 2022, so that was probably when I was spending more on gas. Also took a decent road trip in 2022, so I know I spent more that month. But yeah, luckily working from home, you don't have to pay as much for gas. I do have to drive pretty far to see like my sister or my family and stuff, but really it's not too much. Next is my car/car maintenance sinking fund. So same thing here. I calculated what I actually put into it based off of what I also pulled out of it. So what was actually saved came to $598. And then conveniently, the next category is the money that I actually spent on car maintenance, car washes, all that stuff. I don't have a car payment. My car's been paid off for a while. So I did have a little bit of extra car maintenance in 2022, but not too much because the total came to $601.84. And I just love having that sinking fund. Like I have, close to $2,000 there now, or at least, I don't know, like over 1,500 at this point. And I just love having that if something comes up, if I need, I think they like replace my brakes or something. And it's like, oh yeah, just go ahead and do it. Cause like I have the money and I don't want to have to worry about my car, even though I don't drive it very frequently, but still I want to take care of it. So I get the yearly oil change and I make sure to keep it well maintained and stuff. And I love having that sinking fund. Next is Wi-Fi. That all came to $660. Y'all know that I have Google Fiber. It's $55 every month. Next is my phone. So paying for my phone plan. That came to $809.02. And the reason that this is higher is that the bulk of the year I was on a different plan, but then in December, I ended up purchasing a full year of Mint Mobile, which leads me to this video's partner, Mint Mobile. If you watch my channel, you'll probably have already heard of Mint Mobile. They are a company that I really enjoy working with. Otherwise, you've probably seen those ads with Ryan Reynolds. Mint Mobile offers premium wireless data for as low as $15 per month, and you don't have to sacrifice speed, data, or coverage. They're built on the nation's largest 5G network, and they're able to keep costs low because they sell direct to you online, and they cut out the retail stores and salespeople. So that definitely benefits us as consumers. I've been using Mint Mobile for several months now. I have their $30 unlimited plan, and y'all know that in December I paid for a full year of Mint Mobile. That was from my own money. I chose to pay for that. I haven't noticed any slowdown or difference from my previous plan that I had, and I'm able to save money with the same coverage. Switching to Mint was super easy. You can either do an eSIM card, so you can literally set up Mint Mobile right away, or they will send you a SIM card and you can put that in your phone. It's super quick. They'll send it to you within a couple of days, and then you'll set it up in your phone and you'll be with Mint Mobile within, hours. All Mint Mobile plans include unlimited nationwide text and talk, plus lightning fast 5G and free mobile hotspot. They will show you how much data you use each month and then recommend plans that save you money. So you may have the unlimited plan, but maybe you don't need that. So then you could go even lower and they go down to $15 per month. Mint also offers a modern family plan that lets you set up a super affordable family plan with as little as 2 lines. So if you're interested in saving on your phone plan and paying as little as $15 per month, then check out the link in my description box or visit mintmobile.com/debtoverit. So yeah, altogether $809.02 on my phone plan, but going forward, I have the unlimited plan with Mint Mobile that's $30 per month, and then there is like a fee that is added onto that when you actually pay for it. But I'm not going to be paying more than $400 in the whole year for a phone plan, and I love that. Next is electricity. That came to $896.08. We're not going to dwell on this too much because y'all know I talked about my electricity bill so much during the summer because there was an issue. It wasn't my fault. This should not be this high, but it is what it is, and yeah, it just is what it is. So it shouldn't be this high, but I guess it's not horrible. Next is car insurance. That came to $1,036 total for the year. I always pay 6 months at a time, so I think it did increase a little bit by the time it renewed. I think I have to pay in March and September. I have Geico, so it did increase a little bit. I wasn't expecting it to be this high. I was expecting $25 less or so, but it did increase. And then my upcoming payment is definitely an increase. I'll probably switch providers at some point, this year, maybe next year, but for now, it's not too bad, and $1,036 for the year is, I guess, average. Food out, that came to $1,064.82. I personally don't think that's too bad. The bulk of this, if I did go out to eat, the most was spent on vacation. So my boyfriend and I went to Hawaii earlier in 2022, and then we went to French Polynesia, both which cost a lot for food. They're both islands, it just costs more for everything out there. Otherwise, I'm usually not spending too much on food out. I just don't go out to eat too much. I prefer to cook from home. And then also, if I do go out to eat, usually I end up going out with my boyfriend and he pays. And then I'll pay for something cheaper, like dessert, or sometimes I'll pay, of course, but we usually swap off, or he ends up paying for more of my food outs. So yeah, I don't end up spending too much there. Next thing is household/office. I put my office in this because I got my new job in March, and because of that, I wanted to get a new desk. I did end up getting a drawer for next to my desk for all my stuff to be held. And that was quite expensive, but not too bad. The rest of this is household items, so cleaning stuff, detergent, dish soap, all the things paper towels, toilet paper, things you buy for your house. I started separating that out in 2022. So that was all $1,074.09. Next is donate. So donations, $1,330.86. The bulk of this was cash donations I always donate to a specific dog rescue, an animal rescue. But I did also have a foster dog, and during that time I was not donating cash to the rescue. I was just counting whatever I purchased for my foster dog as donations because she is not my dog, was not my dog. I fostered her from May through August, and she got adopted in August. So I did spend quite a bit on her because she had like some skin issues and getting her food and stuff. But otherwise, when you foster a dog, they pay for like any of the vet stuff. They give you a crate and all that. It was a fun experience, and I really, really loved her. I had talked about her on here, but if you want to see her, you can go to my personal channel, my lifestyle channel, Living Like Layla, and I filmed her quite a bit. Next area is dogs, actually. So that was $2,250 even. My sister and I used to live together, and we had adopted 3 dogs. We used to foster dogs together. She still fosters dogs, but we ended up foster failing on 3 of them. Unfortunately, 1 did pass in 2021, so there's still 2 left, and they live with my sister because she has a house and they're just like closer to her. We don't want to separate them because they love each other. So I pay her dog support, like child support, a little bit each month, and it's for her to have like, you know, money for food and whatever else they need to have, plus for her just having them. And then I know one of them got like a teeth cleaning in 2022 plus like appointments, so altogether came to $2,250. Personal spending, $2,956.75. That's not the worst I've done in a year. Y'all know that a few years ago I spent a lot more in personal spending. I don't love this number, which is why I'm doing a low spend year for 2023. So that's a pretty decent chunk of things I did not need to buy. I don't regret what I bought in 2022. The bulk of this is clothes, like everyday clothes, casual clothes, but also a lot of fitness apparel, workout clothing. That's like my favorite thing. Outside of finances, my next passion would be like fitness. I go to the gym just about every single day, so I like buying the clothes for that. I also bought a lot of books. I probably spent several hundred on books in 2022. Everything else is just random, but the big chunk of this is on clothes. Oh, and shoes. So kind of goes together, clothes and shoes. Next is my emergency fund. That was $3,000 even. So I did put $3,000 to my emergency fund. That's a pretty decent chunk of cash there. I wanted to pull out my 401k. This isn't something that I track on my spending. Like if you watch my monthly update videos, it's not something I mention. Only in my Transfer Tuesdays, but I wanted to pull that out so I could, you know, see this number. From my paychecks, I put $3,030 to my 401k, and then my company matches that. So that's like $6,060 that was contributed, which is amazing. But yeah, just for my spend, $3,030. And this is my first time ever having a 401k. Next is travel. That came to $3,238.94. Again, my boyfriend and I went to Hawaii and then French Polynesia. He spent more than I did on both of those trips. So altogether, those trips probably cost like $8,000. They were a little bit pricier, but we love traveling. It's like our favorite thing, and we love to travel together. So no regrets there. I think it's worth it. Travel is something I'm happy to spend money, willing to spend money on, even while I'm paying off my debt and, you know, not anywhere near financial independence yet. You got to experience those things, at least in my opinion. But yeah, a lot of this was for like the flight, Airbnb, getting Turos, like a car rental, or taking an Uber to the airport, all the stuff, it adds up. After that would be groceries. This came to $4,876.89. I think that's reasonable. That sounds like a good number to me. I know that toward the end of the year, as inflation was going up, I was spending a lot more on groceries. At first, I didn't really see it or feel it, but then especially like October through December, I could really see the difference on some like packaged items, like bread was really getting up there. Yeah, I think under $5,000 for groceries for the full year is decent. I do buy all organic produce. Like if it's on the Dirty Dozen list, I will buy organic produce. I even will buy other products as organic. And yeah, sometimes I like to buy fun food items that end up costing more, and I'm completely fine with that. Next is my Roth IRA. So in 2022, I put $5,100 total to my Roth IRA. That includes my 2021 Roth IRA and 2022. The bulk of it was for 2022, but I did do some. I think like 600 of that went to 2021. After that, we have business plus electronics. I did combine these because typically when I'm purchasing electronics, I can write it off as a business expense. Altogether, this came to $5,199.99. 54 cents. At the beginning of the year, I did have sinking funds for a couple of these things. So I had a sinking fund to purchase a new MacBook. I had a sinking fund to purchase a new phone. So I had a decent amount of cash saved in both of those. And also I bought a GoPro. I had used my phone sinking fund for that. And then I started like saving again, and I did buy a new phone. And then I also bought a new MacBook. I think that's it as far as electronics go. Everything else would be business expenses. So that's like for maintaining everything that I have. I have to pay for hosting for my websites, the domain names for my websites, email services, security for my website so that I can, stop spam or people hacking my website. Yeah, there's a whole list of things, and it's awesome because I get to write this stuff off. Next category is health and beauty. Altogether, this came to $5,334.27. This is literally everything. A lot of supplements. I did start getting massages every month. My skincare, any lotion, any shampoo and conditioner that I buy. I don't really buy makeup. I don't think I bought any makeup at all throughout the year. So yeah, it's all really just like beauty outside of that. And then health, any of my appointments, that goes under here. So my copays, I started going to a chiropractor every 6 weeks. That was $30 each time I went. Yeah, anything related to health and beauty goes under there. That's also a really high spend category for me, and I'm fine with that because health is like top priority to me, and I'm okay with splurging on certain things there. Next are my taxes. So this is money that I saved for my quarterly estimated taxes from my side hustles, and also the first 2 months of the year from my full-time job, because my full-time job before was a little bit weird. They didn't take out taxes, so I did have to save for that, put it toward my quarterly estimated payments. And also I owed taxes for 2021. It was like $815, so that's included here. That came to $7,099 total. Next one, student loan savings. I did not pay any student loan debt off, as y'all know, because they're in forbearance and at 0% interest, so I don't need to pay them. I save for them in my high yield savings account, and I'm gaining interest on that. And I'm not gonna make that payment until I have to. I'm gonna do a lump sum, but I'm not gonna do it until I have to. Altogether, I saved $12,131.61, which is awesome. This does not include the interest gained on those accounts, so this is strictly what I had saved, what I had ended up transferring over to my student loan debt savings. Definitely happy to see this on the higher end of my spending. That's about $1,000 per month, and that's pretty promising. After 2023, there's not going to be anything else for my student loans. Like, my student loans will be done in 2023, and I'm just very, very much looking forward to that, as I keep saying in every video. Final thing on this list, y'all probably already know, that's the biggest one, rent, trash, and pest fee altogether. That came to $17,791.65. Yes, it's a lot of money. No, I'm not getting anything for living here. I live here, it keeps me safe, and I think it's worth the, $18,000 that I spent on it. I know that's just money lost because I'm not gaining any equity in this. It's not like an investment. But I'm okay with renting as of right now. That will be changing in 2023, just by the way. But we'll talk about that closer to when everything is happening. But that is it. That's everything all together, all my spending for 2022. If we add everything up, it comes to $83,168.59 of spending / saving / investing, everything across the board here. That is a lot of money to spend, but I think I have a pretty good balance between everything. Eventually, as I just said, my rent is going to go down, and that is going to make a huge difference. So I'm excited to see the housing category to decrease. My student loan debt stuff, that's going to be done in 2023. That will be a big chunk of 2023, but then after that, it's going to really shrink as well. And then investments are going to grow, savings are going to grow, and that will be an exciting time. If you're curious about my income, that side of things, then definitely watch my 2022 financial review video where I talk about everything, and you can see how much I earned from my full-time job and my side hustles and extra income to actually be able to pay for all of these things. But yeah, I know this video is already really long, so I'm just gonna wrap it up here. That was my spending. That's actually the final video, I'm pretty sure, for all of 2022. I don't need to go into any more detail about the numbers for 2022. So I have a ton of them that I uploaded this month. I will link them all down below. You can see everything from my debt to my savings, my investments, my net worth, my spending, and then also everything for 2023, the goals, the plans. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment those down below. Thank you again to Mint Mobile for partnering with me on this video. Definitely check them out if you're interested in getting a phone plan for as low as $15 per month. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video.